Hey guys, Johnny Deep here. Going to do a product review on Mixroom and Bassroom, what I regard as studio essentials. About me, I'm a house music producer. I've released about 400 tracks in the past 18 months on about 25 different labels. Let's get into it. Now, as mentioned, I regard these as studio essentials, and what these plugins are very, very good for is balancing your mix down. The first thing I'd say is that these plugins do not get involved in compression, so you can use them freely, and then you can render that final version and send it off to the mastering engineer. Mastering engineers will normally ask, please do not put any compression on the master bus. So this is a very cool thing. Let's get stuck into it. I'm going to switch now. Okay, I've got a track that I made earlier, and I'm going to bring up the plugin. So we've got Mixroom here. I'm going to load that to the master. Need a bigger screen. And I'm going to bring Bassroom here. Okay, they're in, and I'm just going to play the track in the background as well. So I'll just click play there. Okay, now the first thing I like to do is do my equalizer balancing for the mid and high frequencies, which is what Mixroom. Bassroom obviously does the bass. The first thing is, the first thing is the filter mode. Now, the MST, which is master filter, is for EQing your master. This is a mix down, so I click mix. Also with mix down, you get much more room to adjust than you do with the master, and that can be helpful if you need to make big adjustments. Okay, next step is to choose your preset. I always choose Deep House. I choose Deep House for techno progressive. It's a warm, sweet sound. I tried the tech preset, but it was too sharp for my ears. I didn't like it too much. Now when I click deep here, Deep House, it will adjust the parameters, the green line. There you go. So it's telling me that's where my track needs to be. If I now click Add Smart Bands, it will make the adjustment for me. So the lines are more matched up, but there's a little gap here. So I'm going to double click, and I'm going to make it a bit wider. That looks good. I might just put a little bit in here. There you go. And there's a little gap down here, so I'm going to pull this one in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as close as you can get it. The next thing now is we check the volume. This needs to match the little arrow there, and you need to watch it for a little while to make sure, because it does move a little. For me, that's about right. I'm going to move now on to Bassroom. Again, I select Deep House and watch the adjustment. The program's doing its thing. So now I reduce this box to those lines. Whoops. This one's good. Okay, that one's good. Okay, there we have it. Now, before I give you a demo, there's a couple of things I want to mention. The Bassroom can do something that I don't think humans can actually do, no matter how good your studio is, no matter how expensive your monitors are. The human ear can't perceive all of these bands perfectly. So Bassroom is wonderful because it balances frequencies that are not perceived very well. The other thing I love about these plugins is that you begin to learn. As you make tracks and you use these, if you're always making big adjustments, like for example in the green band, the mid-range, then the next time you make a track, you can just increase the volume of your mid-range sounds. So it actually sort of teaches you in a way. Now to the good part, let's do a demo. Nearly forgot. Let's balance this. Gonna bring the bass. That's about right. So we come down here. Okay, so currently these are, hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm going to switch these off turn the volume up, and then turn them back on. So listen. Okay, there we have it. Sometimes it can sound a bit strange when you first use the plugins because you're so used to the original sound, but trust me, it's now balanced. Another thing I want to mention is that when you make these adjustments, there can be a sound or two that is now too loud for you. So what I like to do, for me, it's almost always the clap. So I like to go back in, I leave everything as is, I reduce the clap by a couple of dB, then I remove Mixroom and Bassroom and I reload them and I do another, exactly what I just did, another balancing of the software. So there we have it. As I said, these are brilliant plugins, and look, I deal with collaborations, and there's not a track that I receive that wouldn't benefit from these particular plugins. I hope you enjoyed the video, my first video of this type. The track in the back is Dreams Come True. It's out, when is it out? Soon. The promo is already available, and at the end of this video, there's you get the option to watch the music video promo. I hope you like it, and keep it rocking.